Hello and welcome to Chapter 307 of the DC Alliance podcast. With me, as always, is Joe. Joe, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Back from vacation, and sadly didn't not want to have to go back to work, but you know, have to pay for that next vacation. So
It's tough when that vacation life is starting to end and you're like, I got to go back to real life. Oh, it's such a
yeah,
battle, such a battle.
I actually I took an extra day. Like we came back Friday, got back so we got back like 11 o'clock Friday night, and I'm pulling out all of the suitcases, and for whatever reason, a bird decides to fly into our garage, and so I spent the next 15 minutes trying to get the damn bird out of the garage.
Oh my
It's like
God.
11 o'clock at night, dude. I just want to go home. Just want to go to bed. What are you
I'm
doing?
tired. I'm so tired.
But I also took an extra day off, so I didn't go back until Tuesday. But I also work tomorrow, so I still have to work 5 days this week, which sucks.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
rough. That's rough.
but
That's
uh,
a
but uh,
that's a
hi-
smack in the face.
I'm not working six. So
That's
either way,
right. That's
how you doing though?
I'm doing well, Joe. Nice weekend this weekend. I had to take the day off today with Oliver, so we went to the mall and stuff, and that was kind of fun. Although he can definitely wheel, like run
No,
fast, and yeah,
he's
it was a
two.
lot. Chase
So
man, he's three now, so
oh, he's
he's
three. Crap.
yeah, so he's even moving even more. So he was a little bit easier to handle when he was two, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun and. Uh, just besides that, we got a whole lot of news to talk about because we were off last week. We got a trailer, we got some new Batman news that came out today that
Yeah.
is going to be really fun to talk about. We'll talk about the Supergirl trailer first because we haven't had a chance to talk about that. But before we do all that, let me get the network plugs out of the way. So we are part of the Geek Ultimate Alliance with 6 shows in total. On Mondays is Ranger Alliance. On Tuesdays is a walk through the multiverse. On Wednesdays is the Animation Nation. On Thursdays is Star Wars Alliance. On Fridays is Marvel Alliance. And on Saturdays is DC Alliance. Star Wars Alliance goes live on the GeekVerse YouTube channel Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Marvel Alliance goes live Thursdays at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And DC Alliance goes live Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All three of those shows also throw on podcast feeds. Search DC Alliance, Marvel Alliance, and Star Wars Alliance if you just want DC content, Marvel content, or Star Wars content only. But if you want all 6 shows on the GUA Podcast Network, stay subscribed to GUA on your podcast app of choice. We also have a Patreon, 2 tiers, $1 tier and a $5 tier. $1 tier is basically tip jar like we're doing. You want to help us out any way you can. And the $5 tier is where you get your extras. You get your ad-free episodes, early access to episodes, and Patreon exclusive episodes. Myself and Joe are going through all the DC films through the years, over 35 pieces of content up for the patrons. We also have Joe's Multiverse Minutes on the 1st and the 15th of every month. Joe reviews a Disney film, not just reviews it, but gives you fun behind the scenes facts, tidbits, all that sort of thing. We also have 3 shows on the backlogs for the Marvel Alliance guys, uh, and they have a new show as well, Kate Expectations, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes rewatch / first watch. So definitely not reading that directly off a message on my phone right now because I
Oh
knew I
yeah, I
would
got it written
fumble it.
down on a piece of paper. So
Yeah, I told Chris I fumbled it already once with Animation Nation, so I made sure to not that time. But yeah, they're going over a very good show that we already covered on the Animation Nation. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, check that out as well. We thank everyone that's a patron. If you're not a patron, if you take a quick 30, 60 seconds rate review the podcast on your podcast app of choice, I always greatly appreciate it. It helps other people find the shows, and that's always a good thing. I didn't believe what Hunter Iggy said. I didn't believe what Jeff Snyder said until other news sites confirmed it. A lot of people, and we echo that. That's why I have rumors put in there, Iggy, in the title there. And I think I even have it in the notes because we'll keep this as rumors right now. But he has been pretty good on Matt Reeves stuff. He hasn't been the greatest on James Gunn stuff, but he has been pretty solid on some of Matt Reeves' stuff. So we will talk about that after we talk about the Supergirl trailer, Joe, which we have a new trailer. And give me a second to cue this up. How many times have you seen this trailer, Joe?
just a couple. I watched it when it was shared in the group chat. Uh, I, I think I watched it like twice because I was at on vacation when it got
One drop.
when it dropped, and then I watched it like obviously before uh, today. So
Yeah. So uh, it's basically this tickets on sale trailer, and we opened.
yes,
We got this clip released a little
yes,
early.
which was
I
kind of
haven't
fun.
And there's a couple other clips I haven't watched him because I'm not going to watch any more clips, but I don't need to see any more of the movie
I did
now.
watch the clip with Lobo walking in the bar and
I saw another bar
Ruthie.
interrogation one that I'm like, I'm not watching this because I'm trying to now to stay away from.
I mean, we're what 2 weeks away, 3 weeks
Yeah,
away. We both have tickets for the fan viewing
yeah.
on
It
that
was
Wednesday.
shocking listeners
So
those actually here too. So
yeah, I'm
uh,
surprised for you, which is all. I'm
the
actually happy for
the
you for that.
last time that happened for me was Shazam, so
Oh wow,
2019. Yeah, so uh, very excited to see this a little early too, to not get spoiled.
yeah.
So yeah, we see her saving people here. Uh,
Ooh, the eyes, love that.
yeah, I do love that. And yeah, some of these shots look fantastic, Joe. They look a little better than we saw in the first trailer. Seem maybe a little bit cleaner. And
Still
here's
don't
this
like the way
Krim.
Krem looks, but
No, not a big fan here.
I mean, I
Uh,
do like that they all look that way. So it is part of the group, but I just don't like the way they look.
I got a terrible feeling that Krim's gonna be so like unforgettable as a villain, but
I
we
mean, we
still
talked
see it.
about that. He definitely
Yeah,
is. It's gonna suck. Oh, crypto.
and yeah, we see Crypto get taken down there, uh, and yeah, this some of the action here is great. We've seen these some of these fight scenes before, just pieces of them, and here's a
Yeah.
bit more of Lobo's action on his bike, uh, and yeah, I wonder is he going to be helping out right away, or is it going to be like against Supergirl first and then teaming up with her after? I assume that's what it's going
I
to be.
I
Uh,
don't think it's gonna be against Supergirl. I think well, if by against you mean they're just gonna have like a verbal spat, I don't think they're actually gonna fight. Because I according to the clip, he's there for on a bounty, and she's just trying to not do anything, like be not do anything. She's just trying to get drunk, but she's also helping Ruthie. Um, so
yeah,
I think like who he's looking for and who she's looking for are two different things. I think they're gonna have a verbal spat, and he's going to help her out in a bit. Like I don't think he's gonna be with her the entire movie. I think it's just gonna be
no,
for like these couple scenes, and then he's gonna go on his way. But they are pushing him heavily in these trailers, I think, to get fans to come see him. So I don't want people to be disappointed when he's only in the movie this what hour
for
and
like
50
10
minute.
minutes or something.
Well, I was yeah, it's an hour and 50-minute long movie, and he's only in it for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, although again, the way they pace this out, it could be. I'm just very interested to see this film now. Yeah, she looks great here.
She looks great there. Yeah,
We see Lobo's bike here and just blowing up everything. We get Ruthie uh, as well, and them coming after them. Uh, yeah, Crypto's the main driving force for her here to find Krim. Uh, and obviously, I do pretty confident Crypto's going to be okay.
yeah. I mean, read the comic.
Oh,
Let's leave
fine.
it at
I'll
that.
just
Read the comic.
or don't look at Man of Tomorrow stuff.
Well,
And yeah, there's buy tickets now. We see some great her defending Ruthie.
yeah.
And yeah, the scene
Which
with her and Clark is really nice too. Of her landing and uh, talking to him and saying like, "I can't believe you're wearing like he's wearing
underwear on the
pajamas,
outside.
underwear." Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah. So
It looks like it's gonna be a fun moment. Like cause he's like I don't understand Kryptonian. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're saying. Crypto is being very because it's very small crypto. He's being very like aggressive toward him. So
yeah,
it's fun to see that. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
but I'm all in for this, and I think it's going to be a fun movie. I just we'll get into it now because it's tracking for a $55 million U.S. opening weekend. What do we think it needs to do to be successful, Joe?
What was the budget again?
I'm not sure the budget. I don't think we got a exact one yet.
Mm,
25 bucks. Because this is just a second film for the DC
right.
U, and Superman made 618. worldwide. Most of it was domestic, though, 354. This film has 4 weeks until Spider-Man comes, right? Films
Spider-Man's the end of July.
summer of 2026.
Let me see what my calendar says because I did put up most of it.
Because Toy Story's around too.
Well, we only got 2 weeks for Odyssey, so
Oh yeah, so this is not shaping up to be a great time of release.
but it does have the weekend. It's coming out the week before uh, 4th of July, so it's going to
Oh,
have that extra week there.
you know what's
That could
rough
help.
though? You know what's rough? June 19th, Toy Story 5 comes
But
out.
that's a family movie,
I
so
know.
like you're gonna get the family going to that. Which I mean, that's where you want. That's where you're gonna get a lot of your money. But I also feel like, don't get me wrong, me being a big Disney guy, I'm as much as I do want to see that movie, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go see that one in theaters.
And we also have Jackass Best and Last coming out.
That's one where you're gonna get. So I have seen Scary Movie 6 more so for nostalgia.
Yeah, and
Jackass is another one that's gonna be
same
more
thing.
nostalgia. But I don't think it's gonna have as lasting of an effect as because I don't like Scary Movie had a big opening weekend, but I think this coming weekend I think it's gonna drop
And you're
big.
right too. The Odyssey is coming
Yeah, the
for.
Odyssey is literally in 2 weeks after Supergirl, so that is going to. I'm not gonna say bury it, but it's definitely not gonna do it any favors.
If you were smart as Marvel, you would have released your Spider-Man film August 7th and give Odyssey 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean that same weekend, August 7th, is Super Troopers 3. Like how you can't defeat that.
I'm excited to see that actually, but
I
still.
I have too. I'm gonna go see that one in theaters. Um, but no, like Spider Man will do good, and it probably will take down the Odyssey because I think they've got IMAX already scheduled for Spider Man. But Odyssey will have 2 weeks of IMAX in the can. So like,
But this is part of the problem that they have with the DCU too. Sometimes, like Shazam being scheduled in between Avengers, Infinity War, and Captain Marvel, the first
right,
one. That was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And
right.
same thing here. Like I don't know why they're not so flexible about moving to a movie to optimize their box office potential. Like I don't understand that
You're not
sometimes.
wrong. Well,
Like it,
and looking at just the layout, Mando and Grogu came out end of May,
mhm,
and sadly that movie didn't do as good as probably Marvel. Well, Disney was
isn't-
hoping.
oh for sure.
So they could have like DC could have moved their thing up, but Masters of the Universe I think did better than what was projected.
I thought
Maybe
it did
not
bad.
as good, but like it did good. Like
I think
I
it was in
enjoyed the
third
movie.
place. Yeah, and movie's good, but I think it did bad box office.
Right. So like they could have put Supergirl at the beginning of the month and had literally all of June.
Yeah.
Like they could have just destroyed June and then come middle of July when Odyssey came out, they would have had no problem.
Joe, unfortunately, I have 4 top stories, Master, and every one of them got the same title. Masters of the Universe is a box office flop.
Which sucked. That was such a good movie. I
So
really enjoyed it.
yeah, it's
Go check
tough.
out Walk Through the Multiverse where I reviewed it. Reviewed it.
It's tough. Like I don't understand why you would put Supergirl there with like again, like Joe said, there's so much like nothing in June would have ever scared me. Like even if you gave Scary Movie 1 week and did it on the 12th, you'd
Well, and
have
the scary movie was supposed to be on the 12th. They moved it
yeah,
up a week.
which is smart. They had a
But
whole month of getting
why?
people cap up for the Scary Movie people because your stay is further away from the like bigger movies at the end, and this is a good time zone. Like there's nothing the weekend before it either. Like Grogu and
But that's what I'm
Mandalorian
saying.
did
Like
that.
Mando and Grogu, I think Star Wars in general scared people away from it. But had they actually paid attention, they would have realized, hey, this isn't actually tracking as well as
Yeah,
It should have.
but scary movie makes sense because you're going to lose some of your audience on the 26th to Jackass. So moving
Right.
it back an extra
Right.
week gives you 3 weeks cushion from the same kind of uh like people
Nostalgia bait.
yeah, and same type of that's a funny movie. Scary movie is the same thing with Jackass.
Yeah.
Just so yeah. I just wish sometimes there was better decisions when they were spacing out these films and looking at them, and even a bit more flexibility. It being like if it's 2 months out, moving it
Well,
ahead two
and that's
weeks
the
or
thing. Like
back two
they
weeks.
got this date last year, and so yeah, you're right. As the movie gets closer, as the landscape starts to come into view, they could have seen, hey, look, this what's going on. We can start to actually move the pieces around. We can actually. I think they should have moved it up. They should have moved it
Same.
to when Scary Movie moved up a
So
week. They should
jump.
have moved Supergirl to July 12th
Yeah.
or
I
June 12th.
June
Sorry.
12th. I agree with you on that, Joe. It would have again. It just you keep it
Now,
away from those. You're gonna lose IMAX screens when Odyssey comes too.
right now, the problem is the following week is Toy Story 5, so you will lose viewings there.
But like you said, it's PG, and I even have here the rating for Supergirl is PG-13 for sequences of strong violence, action, language, and smoking. So it definitely can't be as bad as Spider-Man Noir for smoking. I can never seen so much smoking.
Oh wow, yeah, dude. I still got to finish it. I'm only like halfway through. I'm
Oh,
loving that show though, dude.
oh,
It's a great
oh,
show.
oh, great! Check me out on Marvel Alliance when I talked about it for episode 299. Okay, Joe. So there's a Supergirl poster too before we go on our first ad break. I thought this looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think it's for Dolby. Yeah, for
yeah,
Dolby Cinema.
yeah. It looks really cool with the three suns.
Yeah, and her standing behind it. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take our first ad break of the evening, listeners. We're an ad support number. We're gonna pick the ads at volume, maybe a quick 3 count to adjust your volume, and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Okay, Joe. Like Icky was talking about in the chat earlier, we got some Batman news too. Actually, first on the docket that I got here that we're catching up on as well, Lex's Supersuit.
Yeah.
And holy moly, I thought this looked fantastic.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, we got
It
a
seems
picture
like
from
there was. I think I saw some clips where he's moving in it. Dude, looks awesome.
and the people with the Supergirl TV show. That Lex Luthor suit didn't look like it was on his body for a second. Like
I honestly
compared
don't
to this.
remember that one
I do,
because it's been so long.
and yeah, this one looks fantastic. I'm all for it. It reminds me of Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. The suit that
Oh
Luthor
yeah,
has there, it looks just like that. So that's what I think. And there's a couple other shots that we have here of him in motion and a bit more close up on the suit. And it looks just like if you looked up Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, it looks just like that Lex Luthor super suit.
he's got an Argus symbol on there too, which
Makes
makes
though.
sense. He's
Yeah.
kind of not. I'm gonna say running Argus, but after finding out,
He's weaseled his way in there.
yeah, in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
And yeah, I think, like I said, I think it looks great, and it reminds me of that and Injustice a little bit too.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm all for that. And some people were complaining, some people thought it was awesome. It was a little mix. I couldn't believe it was mixed. I thought people would love that, and like just crazy that we got Lex Luthor in the super suit in live action.
Yeah,
big screen, not just in.
Never thought that would ever come to pass. You know.
No, this is super cool. So yeah, and James Gunn's the one that tweeted this out initially. So yeah, I don't know what he's looking at there. I think it's just a test shot, but sign me up. I can't wait to see this. And there's been some. I don't have any of this. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any in here. So there's been a lot of Man of Tomorrow shots coming up, Joe. So just unless James Gunn shares it officially, but we won't be sharing like set photos or anything here. We don't want to ruin anything for anybody. But like if James Gunn shares it like he did with the like super suit, then yes, I'm going to talk about it. And if we see different shots, I'll still talk about it because we know it's coming. So it's not like we don't know it's coming. We saw the actual thing. So yeah, we got some rumors though, Joe. Some crazy rumors because
Yes.
it kind of flipped everything from the Batman Part Two on its head here, and because we all thought that somebody was playing Harvey Dent and somebody else was playing. Well, we didn't even know this other character was coming in here, but we thought that Sebastian Stan was playing uh, Harvey Dent, but we're
That's what
finding
we've
out
been
that that's
guessing for some time.
yes. We never had any confirmation that they were. We just had confirmation that the actors were there. We never had any telling us like who they're playing, and then Dean Snyder, uh, Jeff Snyder, ugh, uh, can be an asshat, but could be right. Uh, has Brian Tyree Henry playing Harvey Dent in the Batman Part Two, and he has Sebastian Stan's actually going to be playing Victor Zsasz in the Batman Part Two. Apparently, he's featured a little bit uh, more in this and makes it crazy. And Matt Reeves has already released the first shot from filming, and it looks like somebody strapped to a table. So it could be Victor Zsasz like killing somebody else. So yeah, pretty crazy. Everyone thought he's going to be Harvey Dent, and now is Victor Zsasz. Cool to see Victor Zsasz in the Batman. And what do you think about uh, Brian David Henry uh, being Two Face?
I
By
mean,
Brian Tyree Henry. Sorry,
Tyree Henry. I'm like,
yeah,
David Henry. Who the hell's that?
sorry.
Um, I love him. He's a great actor.
He was probably my favorite character in the Eternals.
Yeah, like
Like
he's
he
just
was so good.
he is wonderful. So having him be able to ultimately live out Billy D. Williams, because he was, Harvey Dent in the original Batman, be able to play out that role finally. That's great. Uh, he's a great actor. This is a great role for him. I would love to see it. I can't wait. Having Sebastian Stan as Zaz. I know we've had Victor Zaz in live action in Batman Begins. While that was more of a smaller role,
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how big of a role he'll be playing in this, if that is true. Especially since it's
Hey,
Sebastian
Alex.
Stan, and you don't. I'm not saying he can't play small roles. I've seen him play small roles in movies before, but this high profile, as much as they've been like pushing him and then pushing Scarlett Johansson as, oh yeah, they're gonna be in this movie. How big of a role are they having? So Zaz is gonna be in this, and my first introduction to that character was in Nightfall. So he, I'm not gonna say he plays a big part in my head, but that scene or that issue that he was in Nightfall always stuck out to me because of that story arc. So Zaz is a character I know not fairly well, but well enough. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and again, I'm excited. I do think he'll be a great choice, and I think that Sebastian Stan could be an excellent Victor Zsasz. Uh, I'm just excited to see it. And Court of Owls is supposed to be rumored to be in this as well from
Court
the
of
insider.
Owls. I mean, I know that's what was rumored. I think shortly after the Batman came out. I think that was actually a rumor even when some of the promotional for the Batman was even
So
around.
this is a little rumor section too, because apparently there's a Poison Ivy TV series in development at DC Studios. Not
Mm,
sure if it's DCU or Reverse. My guess would be DCU if it's in the vein of Clayface.
okay.
I'm all for this. I think Ivy would be a great character, and depending on how you do her backstory, it would be
It
really good.
definitely depends on how you play it out.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on here. Don't know if that's the Batman Part Two or not. But am excited. Not sure if that, like, we're not going to take that as fact. One thing we are going to take as fact, because it's going to come from the horse's mouth. Colin Farrell says his role in the Batman Part Two is very small. I'm only in 2 scenes, which is great because it means I can enjoy the rest of the film
Which I think he mentioned
via
something about
screenwriting.
that beforehand. Like he didn't have too big of a role.
No, and he
Like
might
he
have
said
another
that during
season
the
of the Penguin,
Batman.
sure.
Yeah, or during the Penguin stuff. So,
Yeah,
which fine. You know what? Cool. He has
and
a whole series. He has a whole TV show.
also Reeves has carte blanche. Like he's already done
Yeah.
enough that yeah, you're doing awesome. So Momoa talks about a Lobo movie, which speaks with Frosty. I won't like play it here. He just says, "Have you talked about like a Lobo movie?" And he was like, "I will only make it if it's R rated." He said, "I'm just going to put this out there right now. I do not have any interest in making a Lobo PG-13 movie. So he will be part of some other movies. That's fine. Like I don't mind like showing up in those. If they want me, I'll be there. But if I make a solo Lobo movie, I'm not doing it unless it's rated R."
Lobo has to be rated R. I
And
mean,
he was like,
have you read his comics?
he was like, "Yes, thank you for this." And he's like, "Thank you for saying that." He's like, "Yeah, well, obviously." And basically, because of what Joe said, if you've seen any of his comics or anything, just the way he talks, the way he's, yeah,
Just, I mean, it's yeah. He's a merc with a mouth. Well, that's actually Deadpool, but like he's similar in style with that, where he definitely has a mouth on him. I think one of my favorite interpretations was during, I think it was 52, when it was him, Animal Man, and Starfire were out in space, and they were trying to get back to Earth. And at that time, he had found the Church of like a dolphin or something like that, and he had like basically become this very religious person, and he had changed his ways. It didn't last. I think he
no,
actually ended up killing the dolphin. So
I'm not shocked.
yeah,
Jason Momoa reveals that Lobo and Superman have crossed paths in DCU before. He's gotten my way a couple of times, but I've given him the Sasa. But we respect each other some of the time. We'll see what the future holds. And yeah, there's a new shot of him on the bike as well from Empire magazine. We kind of saw that in the trailer, but there's a bigger shot of it in the magazine.
so I'm just trying to interpret what Alex is saying here.
I did
Sorry,
know.
Alex. So okay. So you got here. Everyone is bandwagon. I don't know what that these are saying here. Is not Scream. LOL. Well, that's like saying Scream ain't Nightmare on Elm Street because it's Wes' first horror movie, right? And then if anyone calls Jennifer Love Hewitt bad horror final girl, will go hard on you not playing. Jennifer Love Hewitt is a great final girl. I don't know what the hell they're talking about there. Not you, Alex. Them. And Scream, yeah, Scream is definitely better than Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I'm not even gonna joke about that. Scream is a hell of a better movie. Just saying.
Yeah, the first
first Scream.
Nightmare,
The first
in the
Scream.
first Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, I would give it the Scream.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, first one's very underrated. It gets lumped in with some of the silliness of the other ones.
Oh, don't get me wrong. The first Nightmare is great.
Yeah.
And if
Third
you
one's pretty good, too.
go watch the movies that made us over on Netflix, they do a great job talking about some of the behind the scenes stuff. Apparently, the ending for that, they had no idea what they were doing. They actually picked like 2 or 3 different endings and
There's
filmed
another ending where like he comes and gets his mother right through the
yeah, they weren't supposed to
door.
do that. Like they were really going to do just the ending in the car or the ending where they pull her through the window, and they filmed both and put both in. And it's like,
Well,
oh
he
yeah,
didn't
let's run
want
with
Wes
it.
Craven didn't want to do the ending that the studio wanted to set up more sequels.
Right.
He wanted to do the finality
Yeah.
ending, but they didn't want that, which of course that's why.
Because this is also right after Halloween, and Halloween had just popped off, and that was another one that wasn't supposed to get more sequels. Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't supposed to get the sequels it got.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and that also
Big on
found
horror.
it.
I've learned some more horror things, especially doing my 30 plus days of Halloween over in the Patreon. So, actually, go check that out if you want to join the Patreon.
There you go, Joe. So we got a pretty good article for Batman Cape Crusaders, but before we do that, we'll take our potentially final ad break of the evening. Listeners, we're an ad support network. We don't pick the ad to the volume. We're going to do a quick 3 count to adjust your volume, and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Okay, Joe. Batman Cape Crusaders Season 2 release date and first images revealed. This made me jump up in the air,
Yeah, when
essentially,
this
when
got
I saw this,
shared in the
because
group chat, that was great.
my thought was And just looking at the timeline of some of the things that they were releasing and where they put Batman Cape Crusaders in that in the Amazon thing, I thought this was coming out towards the end of the year. No, 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 no. Unfortunately, we're going to have two animated shows going on at the same time, but this is a dump, so we'll do like half the episodes one week and then do half the episodes the other week. But Batman Cape Crusaders is coming out July 31st
Yeah,
on Amazon.
we'll figure something out because that's
10
coming out on a
episodes.
Friday, so
Yeah.
we'll have to figure something out with that.
So we'll be excited to get into that. I can't wait. And yeah, all 10 episodes are going to be available. But Batman Cape Creator Season 1 ended with a tease that shows an incarnation of Joker might appear in Season 2. He should. And then based on these exclusive photos seen in the slideshow below, the Clan Prince of Crime indeed shows up this season. Our exclusive image gallery reveals Season 2 will also introduce the show's incarnations of iconic Bat villains Edward Nygma, the Riddler, Scarecrow, Mad Hatter, and Mad Hatter, like Mini Driver's Penguin in Season 1, appears to be a gendered swap version of the character. Prime Video informed IGN that Roxy Rocket will also appear this season. She was a character created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini for the new Batman series. And yeah, there's 12 images here. We see Riddler taking off, but Batman helping a couple criminals he has tied up. I'm really interested to see how some of these. And first one is Joker. Someone has Joker face, and it looks like Joker standing behind them, well, sitting behind them. And then like the Riddler. Then we get, I'm not sure who that is. I want to say it looks like Firefly, but I could be wrong.
Sorry, let me pull up the images.
And then we have, because he's walking through flames, maybe it's the same, no, different person there. So I'm not sure who this one is as well. They don't have any of the who these people are. It's just a man with a mask walking through flames. In different masks than the person before. We see Mad Hatter, who is a gender swap version of the character. She's there having a tea party. She seems to have a show. We see Batman standing over Gotham with one of those neon signs behind him, and then we get Carrie Fisher in this, who's dressed up as the Great Ghost.
Yeah. Carrie Kelly, not Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Kelly, sorry, Carrie Fisher. Jeez, I need to go out there. It's been a long day.
You need
Take care of
a
Oliver.
nap.
Yeah. Then we see Riddler has a Tommy gun question in bullets there against the wall. And we see some of the same characters we got from previous season. Oh my God, what's her name? I can't remember the cop's name. It's drawn to blank. Yeah, Renee Montoya. And is that Barbara Gordon, I think?
I think that's Barbara, yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like Barbara might have a gun, so maybe she is as a cop again. I thought she might retire from that. And yeah, we see Jim Gordon here with a Batman in blood sign on the wall behind him. We see it looks like Harley Quinn Dell maybe is in prison, looking at her outfit. And then we see Bruce Wayne reading a newspaper that says the Riddler wreaking havoc. So there isn't anything else. No word on who's voicing these roles. Grey Ghost is appearing, Carrie Kelly. We don't have any like who's voicing these new roles, and like I said, executive producers are J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and Bruce Timm. So I am super excited for this, Joe. This is probably my most excited animated project outside of X-Men '97, of course, which comes in a few weeks. But yeah, I loved the first season of this, and it was completely different than other things that we had. So yeah. What's your thoughts on the James Gunn Superman suit? I thought it was great. I liked the first one, and this one just seems a bit more detailed. And we've seen some battle damage shots already as well. And yes, Sebastian Stan's not playing Harvey Dent anymore. Alex is rumored to be Brian. Yeah. So.
And the horror stuff, Alex. So with the Kevin Williams thing here, I never saw Scream 7, so can't tell you. I can't give you an idea on that one yet. Didn't watch it mainly because of the whole Melissa thing, but that's my opinion. And Jennifer Love Hewitt, love her to death, so I'm not gonna even
You're not gonna poo-poo on her
Yeah.
at all. Uh, Man of Tomorrow takes place 2 years after Superman, Joe.
Okay.
So we'll see what has gone on. We know one thing that has gone on, which is the events of Peacemaker, season 2. Uh, and yeah, Peacemaker's still in there, which is pretty crazy.
Which also indicates probably there should be a lot more people in there.
Yeah, and we shall see. That has me super excited.
Right.
Finally, Anna Noguera attacks Wonder Woman. I mean, there'd be a sniper dot on my head if I said too much, but I try to approach every character I write from a place of what feels most true to me about them. I put on blinders and see what the character means to me before I take them onto the page.
Very cool.
And we'll see how well this goes. She has written Supergirl, and I think she's a pretty highly featured writer in the DCU. So we'll see what else she has going forward. Joe, we have some Smallville Reacher recaps. It's been a little while since we talked about Smallville. I
Yeah.
don't know how many you have caught up on.
Are we up to 15? Because I've
I
watched up
think
to
so.
episode 15.
I think we might be on 16, but it was all right to keep because we are a couple behind here. Season 8.
I don't know where are they at.
I think we are at we are at 8:15, and we didn't talk about 8:14 yet, which is we alluded to it multiple times, which is the Lex and Lana and Clark not being able to be together. So we
That
were on
was
8:14.
13.
No,
Yeah.
that was I thought that was 8:30. I thought 8:14 was the one where they're not together anymore.
No,
That's
8:14
Rick.
because I just watched 14 and 15 today. 14, 13 is where they were not together. That's where they actually had to separate, and she actually had to leave. No, wait, hold on.
No, it was 14 where she realizes
What
that
did I
she
watch
can.
then? Hold on, I'm pulling up
13.
8.
She finally leaves at the end of 14. So,
Bulletproof Powers, 13 Requiem, Infamous.
and Infamous is the last one that
I watched. So, Bulletproof.
we talked about Bulletproof already.
Okay, so Power is
That's
where
not
she
one.
gets the power.
Yeah,
Requiem.
we talked about Power.
Requiem is 14. That's where she has to leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's the one we were.
So I watched 15 and 16 then.
Yeah, but you've known about 14 before.
Yes.
And yeah, it's ultimately Lex getting its revenge on Lana and Clark one final time. They can't be together anymore. If they come close, Clark is sick. So she has absorbed kryptonite, and now anytime she comes in contact with Clark, they kiss before she say goodbye, and she kind of like fumbles. So we can talk about the next two as they are just starting off with a new chapter, Infamous and Turbulence. So
Yeah, these two were. Infamous was fine.
the Linda Lake one, I liked. I do
Tori
like.
Spelling's
Yeah,
great. Like I
yeah,
like her. But doing an episode where, oh hey, I'm going to reveal my identity, Jk.
yeah, and she kind of gets him. He reverses it. I hate these episodes where everything happens and then he like he's done that before. Gone back in time. Remember
Yeah.
when? Yeah, his
Or
when Lana
somebody
died.
like it's not like Jarrell like erases everybody's memory or something like. That sucks. Like I hate it. Those. I
Yeah,
mean, there's. And all
because
because something happens like, oh well, I was a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. People get hurt.
reverse the
Yeah.
Earth. So yeah, but yeah, like you said, Tori Spelling was really good in that episode. And again, I'm fairly annoyed with how slow Davis's story is moving along. Like it's at a snail's pace. Especially like I would never have brought him out. Looking back on this, if I was running this season, I never would have brought him out at the end of the mid-season. Like I would have kept that for the season finale. Like I wouldn't have had him show up like that. If
Yeah.
like you were going to keep him, if you were going to keep him away for so long afterwards, to like it just didn't make any sense to me. It was a line break between seeing him again. So yeah, Infamous was just okay.
Turbulence was definitely better.
Oh, a lot better. I do love them trying to essentially, uh, like, I love how Tess is just wanting to know Clark's identity. She's focused on that solely. So yeah, it. This one got a bit more action than you have Davis trying to control his you know inner demon, and Jimmy sees him kill somebody.
Yeah, what because it's been so long since I've seen these. I thought that Chloe was on Jimmy's side when the moment that Davis came in and started to like pretend or say that Jimmy got like a double dose, like he was messing with uh uh the of morphine, whatever. I thought like because she had even said like, oh well, he tried to do the he tried to hit it, but it's controlled. Like there's no way he could have. Like I thought she immediately knew Davis was up to something, but then
No,
no. By the end of it, she I'm not gonna say chose Davis, but she still was like looking at Jimmy as a problem.
she got no respect for Jimmy. Now that Davis is around, it's crazy. And yeah, it's. I feel bad for Jimmy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No one was coming, so yeah. Still, it was an okay episode, but I I'm excited for how this ends and get into more DC lore in the next couple seasons. So
All right, so answer a couple of Alex's questions here. Imhotep, just saying, Imhotep is better than Dracula. Actually,
and
if you want
Matrix
to go,
versus the Dark Matrix,
The Dark Knight.
Matrix.
So those two, Matrix, yeah. Um, Honestly, if you, I'll go, Imhotep over over Dracula. But if you're going to go a little farther, go Christopher Lee's Mummy from
Okay,
'58.
the horror man is going coming
Sorry,
out right now.
I'm going a little farther there. But that was a great one. But anyway,
Black and
it's
white.
not great. Yeah, yes. Was it black and white? I don't remember.
Okay, listeners, we'll be back next week with more DC news. We'll have an episode of My Adventure with Superman to talk about as that comes out
Heck
tomorrow. And then we'll be 1 week away from Supergirl. So we'll probably have a better idea of what is tracking box office wise as well. So, listeners, we'll be back next week. Until then, see you, everyone.
Bye, y'all.